Hello, everyone. My name is Victor. For those who joined a bit later on, I'm one of the account executives here at GrowUp, and today I will be showcasing our product presentation for 2024. First of all, just wanted to start the conversation by thanking you for your time today. I completely appreciate that February is a very busy period throughout the year, especially after January, after renewals. And today we'll be showcasing our all-in-one membership management platform. So just to give you a bit of insight, today I'll be co-hosting this event with my colleague Senya, who is a manager, a senior sales manager here at GrowUp. She's been with the organization for the past 6 years, so she is quite a veteran in terms of, I would say, answering any specific questions that you might have. We also have the Q&A box in terms of any specific questions that you might have, and my colleagues will be able to get back to you ASAP. So without further ado, just to give you a bit of background, GrowUp, we've been on the market since 2013. Last year, we've actually celebrated our 10-year anniversary, which is a huge milestone. So a decade since we initially launched our product on the market. And we're currently serving about 1,500 organizations worldwide, in terms of it in over 70 countries across the globe. I would say about 90 to 95% of those organizations are actually non or not-for-profit membership-based organizations. So we're working with a variety of different organizations such as associations, chambers of commerce, business councils, societies, and so forth. And what we provide is an all-in-one membership management platform. So the tool that I'm going to be showcasing for you guys today is to help you become more efficient with regards to streamlining operations on everything from membership management to event management, communication, communities, and so forth. So I'll start sharing my screen with you and we'll just get right into it. Cool. I'll just give it a couple of seconds to make sure that the screen is loading. Cool. So this would be our main dashboard. As you can see, there's different analytics from different areas of the platform to keep track within our platform. So, value of payments, events, contacts that have been created, campaigns that have been sent out, memberships, how many new, active, and churned memberships. On the left-hand side is basically the platform's functionality. So it's a cloud-based, module-based solution. We have different modules providing different types of functionality. We have the CRM capabilities, which is provided within the contacts management module, where you'd be able to manage your whole database of members and non-members. We have the events management module, campaigns management module for communication purposes, membership management module for streamlining operations on applications and renewals, finance management module to keep track of invoices and payments, community engagement piece, and also the analytics side of things, which we'll cover in just a bit. Now, within our platform, we'll start with the membership management side of things. So we are going to be able to provide you with an option where you can create both individual and or corporate / organizational memberships, right? With regards to the memberships, both types are supported. We do not set a limit on how many membership tiers you can have or set up within our platform. The memberships can be yearly memberships, lifetime memberships. They can be fixed or rollover. You can enable prorated pricing or have a grace period in place as well. You're also going to be able to collect online payments. We do have an integration with Stripe Express that works very well for our clients in Europe. And of course, we also have an integration with Xero or QuickBooks for accounting purposes, because invoices are sent automatically from the platform for applications, renewals, event registrations, and things like that. On the corporate membership side of things, you can also pick and choose the member limit. So you can either choose to leave it as unlimited or actually have multiple tiers based on the number of people from that organization that can access member benefits, such as receiving member-only communication, accessing member-only tickets and events, and logging into the members area and things like that. For our platform, you can also structure the membership directory. So you can enable it where you can list organizations and individuals. You can pick and choose the amount of information displayed in a member profile in the directory and what type of visibility it has. And you can additionally add up to 5 different filters to make life easier for your members while they try to scroll through the membership directory. You can also create the application form. The application form from our platform is highly customizable, so we do not set a limit on the number of fields. You can create as many fields as you want. create custom fields or custom questions. So any piece of information that you want to collect throughout the application process is possible with the help of our platform. And of course, part of the automation that we provide are the system email templates. So these are emails that are sent out in specific scenarios, right? So automatic welcoming emails for new members, application awaiting approval, expiration process emails if you enable a grace period in place, and the renewal process emails as well to let your members know when the renewal starts and when it's due as well. And the general information side of things is where you can structure the membership introduction, different payment and refund options. We do support multiple currencies, as you can see here. And again, in terms of payments, online payments are supported for our clients in Europe. We do have an integration with Stripe Express, but if not, payments by bank transfer or even by check are also supported as well. Now, in terms of our platform integrating, it can be integrated with your existing website. There's two ways to go about it. It's either widget integration or APIs. With regards to the parts of our platform that would integrate with your website are things like the event listing, where you can, list the different types of events, event registration, to collect online registration for events, membership listing for highlighting the different membership categories you have available, subscription for different communications like newsletters and things like that, and then the login for the members area or members portal provided by GlueUp as well. And to give you an idea on how it would look like, one of our clients from Ireland is actually the Fingal Chamber of Commerce. Among the platform, we also provide website development services. So this is a website that we've delivered for them as well. And this is how it would look like. In terms of joining their membership, I would go for the membership tab here. Once I try to join the chamber, I would be redirected to multiple tiers or the membership listing that has been integrated from our platform onto their website. Now, once I try to become a member, I am redirected to a subdomain, which is the name of the organization.glueup.com, and I start the application process based on the way they structured it through the backend. Now, once I hit the button apply, I am redirected to the application form that has been structured through the GlueUp platform. Now, if we were to pretend that this would be the application form for any of your organizations, right? Once I fill in all this information here and hit the button apply, what would happen in the backend is you would receive the application under the Workflow Manager tab here in Memberships in Applications. And this is where you can structure your own membership application workflow process. So all of these steps can be enabled or disabled based on your needs. I would go into the awaiting approval step. I can view the application details and then approve or decline based on the decision that has been made. Once they've been approved, they would go into the awaiting payment step. Now, if it's a online payment with a payment gateway that we have integration with, for example, Stripe Express, once the system detects the payment, they just start enjoying their first term, so it gets automated. If it's an offline payment, then you'd need to input the details manually by selecting adding a payment and picking and choosing the payment method that has been used, leaving an internal note and perhaps a proof of payment for internal usage as well, clicking the button submit, and it's the same thing. They just start enjoying their first term. For renewals, it's similar. So for renewals, you can filter based on the different stages that they're in, if they're active, expiring soon in a grace period, or based on the membership category. You would need to just confirm or refuse based on the specific outcome. Once they've been confirmed, they would go into the awaiting payment, which is the exact same replication as it is for applications in terms of process. So online payments would mean it would get automated. If it's an offline payment, once you receive the money in your bank account, you just need to input the details so you can keep track of those, of that information as well. You can also filter through your members. So filtering through your members, you have a couple of default filters. However, with the help of the advanced filter functionality, you can use any fields or questions from the application form to create dynamic smart lists, right? So with regards to the dynamic smart list, these can be used to populate events. The way it would work is if I were to create a dynamic smart list for CEOs that are based in, let's say, Brussels that speak Chinese, all of those people would be added to that smart list, but moving forward, any new member joining my organization that's hitting that criteria is automatically added and a contact is automatically created in the CRM system as well. So with regards to that, again, in terms of having a very targeted approach on communications or event invitations or any other activities that you want to communicate your members with, you can have a very, very targeted approach to making sure that you're sharing the right type of information to the relevant people. Now, an idea of a corporate membership or a corporate member profile would be with Victor here as an associate membership. Victor per se is not the member. The member is the organization, which is GoUp. I can see it's inactive in its first term. I can check the activities timeline, so I can filter based on anything related to memberships, payments, notes, tasks, or system notifications, like the welcoming email if it's been sent or opened. I can check the membership details, which would be a replication of the application form in terms of it to make sure that they filled in all the information. And I can also see the people associated with this corporate membership. So Marshall, Victor, and Alex are individuals that can access member benefits on behalf of their corporate membership with Glua. I can additionally add a person or a member here from adding a member. But if I want to see more information on an individual level, I can open somebody's contact profile information. So for example, here with Victor, I can see he's a member, speaker, subscriber, part of a committee, opted in for communication. The activity timeline can be filtered on a module basis. So it's based on each individual module. So events, registrations, check-ins, checkouts, and so forth. Profile information is the information that I've collected about Victor so far with regards to that. So anything that I have stored in terms of application process, event registration would be highlighted in the profile information as well. Subscription and committee preferences is where I would be able to actually manage their subscription preferences. So I would just need to turn them on and off because they are set up from the campaigns management module and the subscription list management, which we'll cover in just a bit. And then I can also see the engagement metrics for Victor in terms of seeing how engaged is Victor with the activities of my organization that I'm managing through GlueUp, right? So I can see events, registered, checked in, not checked in, how many subscriptions, committees, active memberships, campaigns that have been sent out to Victor, payments he's made, and a list of all the ticket categories that he's been registering for as well. Additional analytics are part of our platform. So we have the membership engagement scorecard feature as well. This is an Excel report. The way it would work is the platform would provide a mark of 1 for each type of activity a member makes. So if they open their emails, if they have subscriptions, if they're part of multiple communities, if they attend events that you've managed through GlowUp, they always receive a mark of 1 that keeps adding up. So the people with the highest score are the ones that are most engaged, whilst the ones with the lowest score are the ones that are least engaged as well. Now, next on the presentation would be the events management side of things. So on the events management module, you can create and manage both offline and online events. You can have draft events, you can check on the health of your past events, and of course, see how your current and upcoming events are going as well. First of all, the platform would provide you with a dedicated event landing page that you'd be able to integrate within your own website. You have the event settings, so the general settings to kind of define what type of event it is. You can assign an event team internally, so specific colleagues that are handling a specific event. Registration settings to kind of give shape of your event in terms of process, if attendee approval is required, if you want to limit 1 ticket per registrant, and things like that. Registration form for events is as customizable as the application form for membership. So again, we do not set a limit on the number of fields. You can create custom fields or custom questions, even have single or multiple file upload buttons as well. Payment options, it's similar as to membership. So online payments, as mentioned, for clients in Europe, we have the integration with Stripe Express, but if not by bank transfer. And of course, we do support multiple currencies and have some automation to help your finance team in terms of invoices and receipts being sent out automatically from the platform for online purchases and receipts as well. Tickets and discounts, you can create ticket discount codes that you can share with members, but you can create multiple ticket categories, both for individuals or group tickets as well. Additionally, you can create member-only tickets, and you can create different ticket categories based on different membership categories as well, in terms of having a very well-structured approach when it comes down to the experience for your attendees as well. You can also enable the waiting list, either when the tickets are sold out or when the event capacity has been reached. You can also enable an event community. In terms of the event community or the event room, this is something that is temporary. I'll showcase the members area after this in just a bit to kind of show you what the member would see once they log into the portal. So the event community is for public events where members and non-members can interact, right? They can exchange virtual business cards, they can message each other, and things like that. Content is where you can structure the summary, right? We do have a AI assistant that has been released about 4 months ago. It's still in the learning process, but it's still helpful to write summaries or event invitations and things like that. Speakers, where you can add the speaker's information and bio. Agenda, where you can structure the, I would say, the overall event, if it's a single day, a couple of hours, or multi-day event as well. You can also add sponsors and partners, adding their logos and provide them with different sponsorships or partnership options. Layout and design. So for the events, you can use one of the 10 templates that we have on our platform. You can change the main color, the main banner of the event. You can add your organization's color, and these would be the templates that you can use and pick and choose from while managing events for GlueUp. You can also have an invitation list, so you can invite specific groups of people to your event. Again, those smart lists can be useful in terms of having a very targeted approach based on the type of event that you're running. With regards to that, you can also filter the invitations based on the responses as well. And of course, you can also filter through your attendees list as well. So you can see the people that are on the approval list if an approval step is enabled. And within the attendees list management side of things, you can filter for your attendees either based on a couple of default filters, ticket name, active member, and so forth. Or again, the advanced filter functionality is very useful because you can use any filter questions from the registration form to actually filter for your attendees. For example, dietary requirements, or if parking space is needed, and things like that. For physical events, you can also create and design badges to print them on site. We also provide an on-site toolkit with regards to that. So we have the standard check-in, the self-check-in kiosk for physical events for people to check themselves in as well. And every standard package comes with access to 2 mobile apps. We have the GlueUp Manager app that you can use to track people that are on the waiting list or on the approval list. You can scan their QR codes, check the check-in rate directly from your phone. And the other one is My GlueUp app, which is for members. This is basically a mobile version of the members area or members portal. And we also have a white labeling option that would enable you to actually change the name of the app and add your own organization's logo on it, so it would be associated with your own organization. Now, on the finance side of things is to keep track of invoices and payments. You can also send up to 3 post-event surveys per event to capture attendee satisfaction. And you can also send post-event certificates as well, in terms of any achievements throughout the event and so forth. Now, on the members area or members portal provided by GlueUp, this is how it would look like in terms of it. So this is what a member would see once they log into the members intranet provided by GlueUp. A couple of things to mention here is members can manage their own subscription and committee preferences by turning them on and off to give them ownership of their membership, because this is automatically synchronized with the rest of the platform, so they can take ownership in this specific action instead of reaching out to you directly. They can also check their membership details. They can update their member profile information, and you can also have a waiting approval step in place as well. And for the corporate memberships, the primary member, which is the person that you keep in contact with on renewals, sponsorships and partnerships and things like that, can also add members to their memberships should they have enough slots. They can also check events, registered events, past events, upcoming events, accessing the members directory in terms of if you decide to enable it, where you can list organizations and or individuals. And we also have the community engagement piece. It looks a bit like a combination between Facebook and LinkedIn, really. So with regards to the community, you can create one community, and within that community, an unlimited number of community groups, right? With regards to the community, members and admins can actually post certain things, so they can upload photos, documents. Admins, which would be the people from the backend, can pin or unpin or even delete a post if needed as well. And of course, members can actually collaborate and start meaningful conversations. They can like those posts, comment, share, and of course, exchange virtual business cards and directly message each other as well. So with the community engagement piece, direct messaging is enabled for your members to start networking with each other more frequently. Now, in terms of the community groups, these are specifically designed for you to have a more niche approach. So again, you can have public or private groups, closed or open groups. So the community is admin-led, it is not member-led. And with regards to that, it would be just a matter of creating more value for your members. So the content that I'm sharing in a community group can be a bit more exclusive and not accessible to the broader community where all the members can interact with one another. Now, you also have the setting sides where members can pick and choose their privacy settings, right? Who can view their profile information, exchange business cards with them with, and so forth. And we also have the notification settings where they can pick and choose what notifications related to the community they want to receive via email and which of them just in the notification center here as well. So that would be it on the members area or members portal. To highlight a couple of events, we have our client from the UK, which is the corporate network part of The Economist. This is the event listing using the API documentation, and I'm opening a couple of events here where I'm redirected to a subdomain again, which is the name of the organization.glowup.com. I have the event details, right? Speakers. I can register as well. And these are just a couple of samples for some of the upcoming events that they're actually hosting and managing through GlowUp as well. Now, next would be the campaigns management module. So this is the specific functionality for communication purposes, like creating different subscription lists, committees, and so forth. There's 3 types of campaigns that you can send out, either an event invitation, event notification, or just a regular campaign, right? You can have draft campaigns, schedule them to be sent out at specific times and days within the week. And then you can also check on the health of your send campaigns, where you can filter through the recipient's actions, like people that have clicked, not clicked, opened the email, and so forth. You can also send general surveys. So these are not post-event surveys. There are surveys that you can send for the broader audience, for members and non-members, in terms of getting their opinion and feedback. And on the subscription list side of things is where you can create different subscriptions, right? Again, the smart list can be very useful in terms of having a very targeted approach on your communication. And of course, the committee management side of things where you can create multiple committees as well. Suppression list management speaks for itself. So it's either to keep a tidy database based on emails that bounce back in terms of maybe invalid domain names and things like that, to remove them from your database, or for the people that have unsubscribed to filter through their unsubscribed reason as well. That would be it on the campaigns module. Finance side of things, to keep track of invoices and payments. Again, on the invoices, they are sent automatically for application renewals, event registrations, and so forth. And we do have an integration with either Xero or QuickBooks that works very well. In terms of invoices, I can filter based on, the category or origin of the invoice, if it's from events, memberships, and I can also create custom invoice categories as well. The same goes for the payment side of things. I can filter based on the origin or based on the payment method that has been used. Cool. We also have the contacts management module. So this would be the CRM functionality of our platform, where you'd be able to manage your whole database of members and non-members. You have a couple of default filters here, but again, any information that you've collected can be used as an advanced filter to create, again, different lists that you can use further down the line for, again, communications, event invitations, and so forth. Same goes for filtering through not only your contacts, but also through your organizations, right? So any companies that you have details on file for can be used, and you have the advanced filter capabilities here as well. And of course, we also have the opportunities side of things. This is more of a very light commercial aspect of our platform, like a mini sales funnel, to keep track of any opportunities for any new members or any partnerships, sponsorships, partnerships, or any other services or products that you might want to commercialize towards your members and non-members as well. So this would be kind of it on our platform. Again, we have a couple of minutes left to kind of go through any questions that you might have. We're here for you. Just give me 1 second to stop sharing my screen. Sure thing. So on the opportunity side of things, you can rename the opportunities and have as many steps as you want, right? So with regards to that, is just a drag and drop to moving them from, one place to another. And it's pretty straightforward, realistically speaking, right? More than happy to set some time aside. As mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, we're more than happy for us to set some time aside and have more of a tailored presentation for you guys if that would be needed. And with regards to that, we can just take it from there step by step. So something where we can focus on any specific questions that you might have related to that. No worries, my pleasure. So, in terms of cost, just to give you a rough idea, we work with clients in the UK and in Europe. I would say the pricing would be, it's a yearly fee, so we don't license the product. We usually work based on allowances. For a tailored pricing proposal, we would need some information, so we can definitely have a chat on this as well. But the starting point would be from about 3,500 euros per year, roughly, right? We would apply, if you're a nonprofit, an initial 10 to 15% discount, depending on the scenario. And of course, that initial pricing would also provide you with the one-time fee, which is we have a onboarding and implementation fee, which is a one-time fee that is applicable just in the first year. So for multi-year agreements, after the first year where the onboarding and implementation packages is added, second year onwards, it's just removed from there. So it depends really, but that would be like a rough estimate or a rough starting point. Yeah, with regards to the cost, it's from about 3,500 euros per year, right? But again, this is without the initial 10 to 15% discount for being a nonprofit. This is something that we have in place, working with so many nonprofits. It's something that we usually do. In terms of it, for a tailored pricing proposal, either myself or any of my colleagues are here for you in terms of providing us with some initial information to structure an initial quote for you. And to go through another question here on how the platform interacts with HubSpot, with regards to it, with regards to that, I would say it would be, we don't have an integration with HubSpot as of yet, right? So we do have Zapier integration on the product roadmap, but again, this is still early stages, so hopefully we're gonna have some more updates on that by the end of the year. But as of now, we don't have an integration with HubSpot. We do have something that's going to be coming up within March. So we have Outlook integration. So far, we're going to be going through a CRM revamp. So with the Outlook integration, we would be able to actually enable our clients to send emails directly from the platform, similar to HubSpot. So once you open a contact profile, you'd be able to send an email that can be synchronized with your Outlook account as well. I can see my colleague is typing an answer as well. So with Xero integration, it's via API. So we would do the Xero integration for you, Valerie. I think I can, either myself or one of my colleagues can reach out to you with, we have like a standard presentation on the Xero integration with some additional information. So then we can go from there and provide you with that Xero setup video and an article for you to see exactly how it works. No worries. Cool. So again, really appreciate your guys' time. Looking forward for us to be connecting. Again, if you'd like us to set some time aside for a more detailed presentation to go into the nitty-gritty of things, we're here for you. Does that price include all the modules you have just reviewed? Yes, in principle, it would include, but again, we work based on allowances, so we don't license the product. So the admin user allowance is by default set as unlimited. So that's why we would need to gather some information from you, Deborah, to actually provide you with a tailored code for your own organization's needs as well. Okay, I'm more than happy to reach out so so we can provide you with that information as well. No worries, no worries. We're here for you. But yeah, again, it's been lovely speaking with you guys. Wishing you a very successful week ahead, and we will be reaching out shortly with the product recording as well that you can share internally with your with your team and have on file as well. So yeah, have a great day and a very successful week ahead. Take care. Cheers.